Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We now invite the Vice Rector for Research and Cooperation, Dr. Dwi Eko Waluyo, to deliver the opening remarks.
Sounds okay? Okay. Oh. Okay. The Honorable Mr. Wan Yat-sen, the Regional Director in its Asia Emerald Publishing. Also, Mas William. In the picture, maybe he's older than actual. Yeah. He tell me that he's only 18. Okay. So, Mr. Dean, Prof. Amron, also the lecturers in Tian Nusantara University, let us express our gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And this morning we can come together here to listen to Mr. William about how writing abstract with impact, especially when we want to write to the Emerald Publishing. In the waiting room, he said to me that the most important is the impactful of our journal. So I hope that we can more gaining our capability to write, especially in Emerald Journal. Our friends from Emerald, in Tian Nusantara, we have 6 faculties. Faculty in Computer Science, and then Faculty Economic and Business. Mr. Amron is the dean, and then Faculty of Health, yeah, Health Science, and then Faculty of Engineering, then Faculty of Law and Global Study, and the last is Faculty of Medicine. We actually have other discipline in communication also. There are, I think, is many fields that Emerald Publishing can cover our research to publish on your publication. So, thank you very much for the initiation of this workshop. And we hope all of the participants can gain their ability to writing in Emerald Journal. Okay, and special to the young man, Mr. William. I hope that what your suggestion for our friends or lecturers in Tian Nusantara can be meaningful to us. Okay, thank you for Mr. Dean for establishing this meeting to us. I think it's what I can say for all of you. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Please give applause for Dr. Dwi Eko Waluyo. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now moving to the first session, which is the presentation by the Dean of Economics, Faculty of Economics and Business, Professor Dr. Amron. Professor Dr. Amron, the floor is yours. Please give him applause.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Distinguished guests, respected colleagues, other speaker, dear student, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, warm greeting to you all. First of all, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to Emerald Insight. In this case, Mr. Wan Yat Seng as the Director as Asia, right? Thank you for coming. Also, Mr. William Loh, thank you. I have discussed it previously with Mr. Loh, and that writing the journal is very easy, but difficult for us. Also, Pak Irwan, thank you. It is as the business manager Indonesia area, thank you. And Ibu, I forget your name, I don't read. Ibu Surin, thank you very much for all the Emerald team that has taken the time today to be with us. Well, my presentation is about publication in reputable international journal for our lecturer at Economic and Business Faculty, Universitas Dianuswantoro. It is my profile, Mr. William, that we have got at least 27 of lecturer, and I think it's if I will explore in detail the profile of our research, especially in Economic and Business Faculty. Next. My title is, yes, like publication and reputable international journal. Next. Actually, our lecturer, especially at Economic and Business Faculty, has conducted the research from time to time, and I think it is proper that finally we supported to our lecturer, especially the research finally giving solution to the problem. And I think almost of the research usually the result finally giving solution to the problem. But we not stop it just giving solution to the problem, but also we send to the journal, reputable international journal, especially Emerald Insight. Very good. Applause for Emerald Insight. And actually, if we publish it in reputable international journal, it's so hard. We need support. Support many have to struggle. And I think it is the problem. So many questions about this. Why should we publish in reputable international journal? It is the question that we are usually asking to our lecturer, our student, that why we have to publish in reputable journal. And maybe the other question like, why we have to publish? I think some reason that if we asking to our lecturer, usually they are giving answering in the various type of answer. Maybe firstly, it is for the reputation. Who reputation? Yourself reputation. Because publishing in reputable international journal like in Emerald, it is very difficult. Maybe from we submitted today, maybe right now, and then review by the reviewer up to accept it and the waiting to publish in reputable international journal. I think it takes a long time, and it is your reputation. I have got experience when I publish it in Emerald. It take more 1 year, around 2 years. I think it is amazing. we confuse why I have to spend a long time to publish it in Emerald. I think it is the question, why should we publish in reputable international journal? Of course, if you can publish it in reputable international journal, I think we have mentioned that our reputation will increase. Because many of the lecturer, researcher in the entire world will access your journal. And I think it is very valuable to us, especially we can publish it in reputable international journal. Why? Because your citation will increase, right? Your reputation will increase if a citation from international in the world, citation your paper and your reputation increase, of course. And well, maybe the other lecturer answer about this question, it is for our reputation of our institution, Udinus. Of course, if you can success, publish it in reputable international journal, our institution have got positive impact with our publication. For example, you have success publish it in reputable international, maybe Emerald, Springer, Elsevier. I think it will good positive impact to our institution, Udinus, because if we can publish it in reputable international journal, of course our rank, Udinus rank, especially the uni rank will increase. And in this case, I thank you very much to Pak Eko Waluyo that have discussed it, negotiated with our partner from overseas, from Malaysia, and then they have supported our IPC. Even, yes, right, Prof. William. Even they just act as a co-author. And the first author still our lecturer from Economic and Business Faculty. That's just true. That's success. I think it is good program, Pak Eko Waluyo. I ask the Dean of Economic and Business Faculty, support you 100%. Because if this year success, maybe the next period, next year, we will have got enough journal and reputable journal because it will support our institution, especially to enhance, to increase our uni rank in the world. And actually, we have got several lecturers here that has success published in reputable international journal. Like Pak Raymond, I think it's very good. The reputation of Pak Raymond increasing and directly supported not only for himself but also institution Udinus. And also maybe Pak Mahmud, also the other lecturer here that has success published in reputable international journal. Maybe Bu Maria success. Bu Suita, where are you Bu Suita? Bu Elia, Bu Almira, letter A. Actually, if we publish it in reputable international journal, not only impact to your reputation, not only impact to the institution Udinus, but also impact to what, Pak Mahmud? Ana, where are you, Bu Ana? Will impact to our accreditation. Accreditation is very, very important to our life. Because the high achievement of the Borang Lamemba, it was akreditasi unggul ya. Pak Mahmud, if you renewal the Borang Lamemba, I think next year you renewal and you have got unggul. If not, no, I don't say that. Pak Eko Waluyo, not me. And well, if discuss it more detail, that this year that renewal the Borang Lamemba, Bu Ana Sumaryanti, undergraduate in accounting, that renewal this year for Burang Lamemba, of course, the one of requirement that have to fulfill to send to the apps of Burang Lamemba in Indonesian. Burang Lamemba, it is the accreditation independent in Indonesian, especially for economic management and accounting. We have to submit many of the journal and accreditation. Without that, I think it is nonsense to get accreditation in Unggul. Even maybe one of you say, oh, I have got the community services and international report. Okay, we need that, but we still need requirement the journal and the reputable international journal. Maybe the other reason I have got the certificate from webinar. How many? Much? 10 up to 20. I think, okay, of course we need that. But without the publication in reputable international journal, I think it is nonsense. It's not good. The accreditation, without that, we can get the accreditation Unggul. Because the accreditation Unggul is the high level of the achievement in the study program. And well, I have got the data. Next, the data, this is the publication. I have got the data and the publication and 2023, 2024, 2025, the 3 years later that has published by our lecturer, number one. And number one, it is the lecturer progress that's produced the reputable international journal. You know, it is the amazing, very good. This amount is 157 journals, international reputable journal. And then decreased to become 80 in 2024. And then in 2025, increase again, 93. I think why we have got a achievement in the higher of the total, of the journal in 2023. Pak Mahmud, you know the answer about this question, Pak Mahmud? You have? I have. As the dean, I have studied. Thank you, the data from accounting and management coordinator, Mbak Almira, Mbak Ratna. Letter A. Letter A. Because in this year, 2023, many of our lecturer processes the journal to publish in reputable international journal because for their career, they want increasing their Java to become professor, lektor kepala, also maybe to the lector. Maybe right now I supported Pak Mahmud. Pak Mahmud as head of study program in management. I support you, Pak Mahmud, to become professor. Maybe next year you have to preparation to submit it to the Tim PAK. Higher Education of Republic Indonesia. Also, my boss, Pak Eko. Also, Bu Arta, where is Bu Arta? Bu Arta enggak? Si Bu Arta itu sektor kepala. Oh iya, Bu Ana, yes, right. Bu Ana, I support you. You don't just thinking about the renewal of Burang Lamemba. You have to, mention that your Java also have to increase. Because you have lektor kepala for a long time, maybe more than 10 years. More than 10 years associate professor. And right now will preparation to become professor. In Indonesia semangkat 45, Prof. William. And maybe in this year it is crucial. I appreciate it is contribution to not only for you, for your career, but also for our institution in general as Universitas Dianuswantara, also to our Lamemba Burang. I think I appreciate in this year and the achievement is very good. And I hope in 2026 might be twice, my 300, 300 journal. Because Mr. William will give us tick and tip to how to publish quickly in the Emerald, right, Mr. William? Exactly. And then I think it is normal. Usually publishing in economic and business equal in 18, 19 up to 100. And well, we know usually our lecturer maybe ever hear about cloning. Pak Johan smile. We have got the WA group in economic and business faculty, namely as markas besar. If someone send the message cloning, how about our imagination about the cloning? Cloning, and everything is smile because amount of money at your account ready to draw. It is the Indonesian style. It is the facilities, Mister, from our government, namely cloning, and not cloning, Sirdos. And I think it is, we love it because our government giving a lot of money to us. And one of solution to take and to withdraw on the money, we have got namely Reputation Journal. Because since submitted by Reputation Journal, I think they rejected, and reviewer also rejected, and the Seruni will reject it too. Because one of solution to withdraw the money from our account, Sirdos, one of solution you have got, namely the reputable journal, especially international reputable journal, publish it from Emerald. I think it is one solution for our lecturer that today Emerald directly come here to give you tips and tricks. Might be possible to publish it in reputable international quickly, instant. No, I think never instant because professional Emerald. Yes, very professional. I think no instant, no Indomie instant. I think this is no Indomie, I say. It is professional because the high level of the publishing and in the world, one of them is Emerald. Emerald is very good. And refer to the achievement of a professor, it is the highest level of Java. I think many of our professor has passed to become professor because Emerald publishing. And maybe often I hear about the discussion. Are you a doctor? Yes, sir. Have you got publication in reputable international journal? I have, sir, but discontinue. Yes, that's right. But for me, I think it is never mind. Sometime we have to publish it in the discontinued journal. I think it is just for learning, just learning. In the past, we have got many experience in connecting with the discontinue, and discontinue again. I hope not so. But after this, please you new life because Mr. William has come here to make sure you have to break the way previously discontinued. From this, please make sure you have to send to the reputable international journal through reputable international journal like Emerald. Because to enhance, to increase your Java, I think we have to concern about the reputable journal that we used to submit it in the Java system. I think about this. And then next the data, I think it is undergraduate from management undergraduate. Of course, it is the journal here is mixed. A majority it is in Sinta Index. It is the local journal. Usually the student used for requirement to pass from undergraduate program. And the total in 2023 is 75, and 2024 is 180, and 2025 is 284. I think it is increasing. Give applause to Pak Mahmud as the head of the study program in management. It's very good, Pak Mahmud. I think increasing, I think it is very good. And then undergraduate and accounting student, it is also very good, increasing. But in 2023, zero, I think, never mind. But then in 2024, 68, and 2025, 121. Good job. I think it's very good. And the doctoral program in management, all of this journal that published in 2023, 2024, 2025, it is in reputable international journal because it is in the higher level of our study program. It was the doctoral program. It is very good. Maybe in 2025 will increase because the total of the student that study in the PDM, doctoral management program is increased from time to time, and I think it is will good impact to the total of the journal that published in the doctoral program. And well, how about Magister Management and Magister Accountancy? I don't receive the data. Maybe after this, I will explain you by online. Yeah. I will to conclusion my presentation. Next. Conclusion my presentation that for our lecturer, especially in economic and business faculty, how important to publish it in reputable international journal, because it is firstly for your reputation. It's very important to build your reputation as the lecturer, as the researcher. Because what? Because what, Pak Mahmud? Because all of the lecturer here have got dream to become professor. I know. I mean, and I hope you to become professor, all of this lecturer in this room. And secondly, your reputation will support it, the reputation of our institution, UDINUS. And thirdly, it is will impact to Burang Lamemba. How important of the publishing and reputable international journal. Also the adding impact is for your career and for your clothing. Familiar this, yeah. And according to this matter, Mr. William, finally I would like to ask if you can give some tip and trick for us, especially for our lecturer here, to increase publishing in Emerald, I suppose. And maybe if you have any incentive, please give me incentive for our lecturers so they can increasing their capacity in publishing and reputable international, in this case is Emerald Publishing. Finally, I hope all the lecturers here can use this time optimally. You can ask, you can interact directly with Mr. William. Maybe you can ask anything about the publication, especially in the abstract. And finally, thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jamur Rismi.
Thank you for Professor Dr. Amron for the insightful presentation. So it is our mutual concern about the research at FEB, definitely, and we will hopefully try to improve that. We now continue to the main session with Mr. William Law. Before that, I will read his CV. He is currently the Customer Success Partner at Emerald Publishing. and his experience involved collaborating with scholars, researcher, faculty members for a better research. And he has been on a diverse range of projects such as publication talk, book publication, two SDG and sustainability workshops. Without further ado, please give him the biggest applause and let's start our uh, main session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Selamat pagi. Good morning dan selamat pagi. So far the voice okay? Boleh dengar? Alright, okay. Selamat pagi. Bahasa Indonesia William tidak baik ya. William masih belajar guna Duolingo app. You have not tried, I'm not ambassador. If you have not tried Duolingo app, please give a try. So, penggunaan bahasa William would be a mixture dari segi English dengan bahasa lah sikit-sikit. Very motivated speech. Apa tu membara, very motivated. I also want to say together dengan Amoroto, we hope to see 300 journal by next year or next 2 year. Inshallah. So before we move on, if I can share my screen. Yes, thank you. Bisa? Sudah ada. Oh, extend. Oh, okay, bisa. Okay, I nak also bagi a little bit of motivation. Oh, motivation. Do you think? Do you think? Oh, okay. Any okay? Okay. All right. Do you think it's possible before graduate? Any PhD student? Ada tak PhD student? Ada? PhD? Oh, satu saja. Okay. Would you think, is it possible to become associate professor before you graduate PhD? Do you think is it possible? Sebelum graduasi PhD, sudah dapat associate professor. Indonesia. Susah. Saya pun rasa susah. Tapi boleh ya, boleh. William ada satu kawan ya. During the MCO, during the COVID pandemic time, William bersama kawan-kawan secara online, we created a group. Nama dia panggil SIARA, Southeast Asia Research Academy. Southeast Asia Research Academy itu free ya, gratis. Di mana PhD student, master student from Malaysia, Brunei, Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam join in. Kita belajar regarding about research methodology, data gathering, how to write survey form dan sebagainya. 8 weeks course. 8 week course every batch. Sekarang ni kita dah sampai batch 17. Batch 17 sampai sini. Masa tu William and Professor Hiram and also with Lenny, Kak Lenny ya, Kak Lenny, we formed this team. Lenny, oh ada Lenny ya? Ada. Coincidence not happen one time, two time. Coincidence ya. Nah, Pak Lenny. Tapi Kak Lenny, Lenny Hatta. So Kak Lenny before she study PhD, she studied master during pandemic sebab dia ialah tour guide. Dia orang Jakarta, dia tour guide. Sebab pandemic tak ada tour ya, sangat kasihan lah. Jadi dia further study, she belajar master. Lepas belajar master, then she further study in IPB, PhD in ecotourism. So she first studied in 2021 PhD. Dia graduated last year. So masa dia belajar PhD, together with her, we attended a lot of conference. We arranged a lot attend conference, organize conference, organize workshop and presentation. One of the tips and trick for master and PhD student, divide your chapters, divide your sessions into different paper. Contohnya for the introductions or literature review, come out with one paper published. For the methodology, refer to methodologies and see what paper you can write, publish that paper. For the findings, publish it. So once you have different papers published on different sessions, you have a very strong thesis. In your viva, when you present the time, even professor cannot argue with you because you have already paper published to justify your thesis here. Then it's about the Indonesia. One thing I like Indonesia very, very much is the MOE system. Dia ada 3 pillar kan. Satu is on the teaching hour, lagi satu tu on the research publication, lagi satu tu on the community. Yes. So before Kak Lenny graduated, she already fulfilled 3 pillars every year. Then with that, sebelum dia dapat doctor, dia actually ialah associate professor Lenny in Asa Indo something. Which is okay, over here. So yes, so it is possible. The graduacy from IPB, but she's also teaching in Asa Indo. Not only that, she's also the editor-in-chief. So she just graduated and become editor-in-chief here. Even after graduated, now is editor-in-chief for the journal, Asa Indo journal. Any day too. Where's my mouse? Okay. So this is the editor-in-chief, Dr. Lenny Yusrini, for the Journal of Social Science, EduTurisma. So together with her and the teams, they are trying to make this journal to be indexed in Scopus juga. So besides an editor-in-chief, she juga our editorial board member for several Amoro journal. So one of the journal, nama dia Journal of Responsible Tourism Management, JRTM. Editor-in-chief, Professor Hiram Tink from Malaysia. Nanti nama Lenny di mana? Di sini. So one of the editorial board, associate editor for the journal itself. So her involvement in the networking from the conference, meeting correct people, then proactively become a reviewer for the journal. Then slowly you'll be invited, be part of the editorial team. From editorial team, you can learn how editor think and how to grow your portfolio, and subsequently associate professor next year. So this is just one of a very good example of Kak Lenny. So yes, without further ado, yeah. Thank you. Okay, right. Writing abstract with impact for today's workshop. Today's workshops are divided into 3 bahagian, 3 sessions. Very simple. The first one, we just want to celebrate success from Indonesia. I'll show you the data and figure juga. And second one, we want to talk specifically on the abstract and what editors is looking for. So once we look into that, the part 2 is where I would need your input, or need your opinion and comment. Jangan keluar ya sebelum kita siap. For the improvement of abstract 2 is where I will show 2 abstract. Nanti I'll ask you what are the improvement needed on the abstract. Mari kita bincang and learn together. All right. So basically, these 3 simple. First over here, I want to thank you to library and Udinus in having Amoro coming over here. Thank you, Prof. So I will show this at the end of it. Tapi at the end, you will be asked to scan and you will be asked to write your email address. I will send my slides to you by end of the day and also a question A. Lepas you dah answer a question A, we will send you the certificate of attendance. So to celebrate some success, the things that I wanted to show in terms of Amoro bersama dengan Indonesia. Now this is something Pak Ewan is very proud. Pak Ewan is our our big boss in Indonesia, Pak big boss in Indonesia. He's very proud sebab in Indonesia, you can see the submission number is growing year by year. 2021, we have 3,000 over submissions across 2022, 4,000, 5,000, and last year, 7,000 over submissee in Amoro journals, which is extremely high. Dari Malaysia, tak sampai 5,000, not even 5,000. But for Indonesia last year, it's more than 7,000. So a lot of people ask, William, which area orang Indonesia would submit their journal to? Which subject lah? Kalau tak, if you can see from the subject, we have from the Amoro Accounting, Finance and Economy, Amoro Business Management, Strategy and Leadership. I think the third one is Marketing. Marketing and business normally are correlated. Marketing, and the number 4 is the HR. Number 4 ialah on HR, Human Resource, Learning, then Organization Study. So this is the top 4 submitted subject in Indonesia. For the trend, if you want to see the top 20 list, top 20 submitted journalists from Indonesia, di mana dia tu? This is the top 20. Out of the top 20, we can see most of it coming from the accounting. We have the first one from marketing, from accounting, education juga. Also again from accounting, business management, dan sebagainya. But out of this 20 top journal, 19 of them are in Scopus Q1, very high. Amoro has very high index journal, index journal. I'll show that later. So over here from Scopus, you can see most of it is Q1, only one, Q2. Then out of the 20, 18 of them are if ESCI, if not SSCI. ESCI, SSCI, ESCI, SSCI. And also in Q1, Q2, except for this one, Q3. But 18 of them in Q1 and Q2, ESCI. And in the waiting room, I was sharing interesting fact. A lot of Malaysia bersama dengan orang Indonesia publish Islamic study. So in terms of Islamic banking, finance, in terms of Islamic marketing, you can see the first one, Journal of Islamic Marketing, followed by Islamic Accounting and Business Research, Journal of Islamic and Middle Eastern Finance and Management, SSCI Journal, very difficult. We also invite the editor to a webinar bersama us. So you can see others would be social economy, reporting and accounting, emerging markets, and so on and so on. So here we see that very high submissee from Indonesia. So what would be your next question? Submissii dah banyak, is very high, banyak submissii kan. Tapi berapa yang boleh publish? Kan? So this is the next question. This is a part that we want to work together. Submissii tu tadi, sekarang ni publishing trend. In terms of publishing trend tu tidak tinggi sangat je. Tidak tinggi sangat. So last year 7,000 over submissii. Tapi publikasi cuma 116 plus 28 144. So last year sejumlah 144 paper published out from the 7,000. So the publikasi tu memang sangat-sangat susah lah. Sangat-sangat susah di sini tu. So yang ini adalah publikasi secara gratis, percuma. Yang ini adalah bersama dengan APC, the Open Access. Open Access tidak semestinya APC, dia juga boleh menggunakan APC voucher from other country. Di sini tu, if I may add on, besides than having APC from Malaysia, I would, if you have friends in Australia and also in New Zealand, Australia and New Zealand, they have APC voucher. They do need to pay money. They can use in MORO. So if you have friends, if you have mentor or supervisor in Australia and in New Zealand, you can ask them to consider publish in MORO free and with APC voucher also free. So this is good. Terbaik sekali. Yes. So this publication trend. Publication trend every year got up and down, but averagely I think about 120 plus. For the open access is growing, small number, but it's growing a bit more and more. Yeah. And for the collections, sama, the biggest collections, biggest subject tu adalah dari finance, still on the finance side. So publikasi from Indonesia still focus on finance, business management, and marketing. So, and tu hanya just introduction about the Indonesia demographic here in terms of submisi, in terms of publikasi. Yeah, ini just a short one. Any question dari floor? Ada tak? Kalau tidak ada, nanti William akan tanya balik ya. Sila tanya William before William tanya. Macam pressure suddenly at yes, Prof. Oh,
Berapa banyak temannya William
di Australia, New Zealand Oh, tidak ada. Bos belum hantar William pergi Australia lagi. Tapi sebab di Malaysia kita ada kampus-kampus from Australia. Sebagai contoh Monash, Swinburne, Curtin, Wollongong. Jadi adalah teman-teman mengajar di Swinburne in Curtin and Monash. So normally they would get the main campus APC, then they publish with Swinburne Sarawak dengan Unimas, Universiti Sabah ataupun UiTM and so ada. Tapi teman-teman di Australia tidak ada. Saya pun mau cari. Any questions on the demographic? Tidak. Kalau tak ada nanti William tanya satu soalan je. How can we improve the acceptance rate? How can we improve the acceptance rate? What do you think? What do you think is stopping? What do you think is stopping ataupun what is the main challenge bagi so high submisi bermaksud memang ada interest dia, memang ada motivasi dia. Motivations is already there. Tetapi what making the submisi so high but acceptance so low? What do you think is the main challenge and how can we overcome this challenge? Bahasa English William tidak baik ke? Mau guna bahasa?
Bisa menulis di reputable journal, tidak harus dari Emerald, bisa dari jurnal yang lainnya. Apa yang menjadi hambatan-hambatannya dari pengalaman pribadi aja?
Pakai bahasa Indonesia boleh?
Boleh, silakan.
Oke. Mr. Willy, saya udah beberapa submit in the Emerald Publishing. So that last sudah sampai 2 kali tahap review. That's a challenge. It's very long time. Very long time. It's very long time to submission for acceptance. This is kadang membuat kita seperti menyerah.
Betul.
Review dikembalikan 6 bulan review lagi. lagi, and then 6 months, dan ini berjalan sudah 3 kali review. So I don't know keputusannya bagaimana.
Oh.
Cuman in the Emeralds, so that is very difficult, and then review that is very long time.
Very long time now.
Very long time.
Yes.
So that's challenge in the Emerald inside. First is that's topic, and then scope. Scope in the Emerald, you know that kita tak bisa only satu negara saja, tapi sekarang sudah challenge-nya sudah berbeda.
Betul.
Harus ada beberapa country. Nah, itu yang menjadi challenge sekarang. Jadi semakin kita berkelana pada publisher besar seperti Emerald, itu membuat kita belajar bahwa riset itu kita harus berkembang. Jadi tidak hanya sekarang skupnya sekarang hanya in the Semarang, tetapi kita harus membuka wawasan kita bahwa in the different perspektif, bahwa nih
And tricks is available out there. Tetapi to me, the biggest challenge for Malaysia, Indonesia, even Thailand, Vietnam or Philippines juga, the issue tu is dari segi penulisan. Penulisan tu adalah biasanya tidak jelas ataupun tidak berasaskan objective of your research. We tend to write a lot of storytelling. Tell a lot of story, then with the table, with the picture, with the figure, then we tell the story. Kalau as a reviewer, we do want to read the story. We want to hear the point form. So what is the analysis, what this analysis actually shows, and what is the contribution of this particular analysis. So this is what I mean by the writing, the way that we write and the quality of writing. Sekarang ni sebab kita dah ada AI dah, so we can get AI to also assist us on how to do some proofreading. Tapi AI part I will touch on later if we have time. And so, but thank you. So now let's go to izinkan William bagi sikit promosi. In Emerald, we also support university faculties for their conference. So example yang ini adalah conference dari University Malaysia Sarawak, Fakulti Ekonomi dan Business, FEB. Mereka buat conference panggil FEBS. Finance, Economic, Business, Sustainability, FEBS. Tapi from faculty, FEB. So Emerald kita ada support juga conference tersebut. Kita ada bagi a special award to them. Kalau hadirin sekarang tu have subject area di segi finance. To do free workshop but closed group lah last time. Tapi right now a lot of places dah mula charge balik venue, so we also have to channel the cost lah to participants. So do anybody know Professor Ramaya ataupun nama dia Professor Ramaya Turasami? Kenal? Tidak ya. Professor Ramaya is ranked number 3 top researcher in Malaysia. And he's the guru for the methods, especially for the quantitative. So Professor Ramaya juga conduct classes on the PRS. So if anyone are using SEM, structural equation modeling, specifically for PRS SEM, then the other conduct classes. Professor Hiram is our editor-in-chief for 3 journals in Emerald: Young Consumer, Scopus Q1 Marketing Journal, Journal of Responsible Tourism Management, new journal in tourism, no Scopus yet, and the last one, Sustainability in Tourism and Hospitality, also a new journal in Emerald. So editor-in-chief for 3 Emerald journals. Madam Rosita is our Emerald. Mereka tanya boleh tak letak foto William? I kata jangan. I support from background, so I push my colleague. I push my colleague up in the photo. Madam Rosita is our colleague. She's our regional marketing manager. So we help to promote the event together with other people. Dr. Frank Gong, amazing. He is a Chinese from China. Same Faculty of Communication, Journalism. So he studied master and PhD in UM. Started master and PhD in UM. Sekarang ini dia associate editor for 2 Emerald Journal. So yeah, very. And also Ibu Mita from UKM. And so in this particular summit, we would be also not only on presentation, but we want to teach when to coach, how to become a supervisor. So if you wanted to learn the journey of becoming a supervisor, yang ini dia tu. So a quick one, if somebody can answer this, except for Prof, berapa ya kena bayar APC? How much APC does Emerald charge? Free ah? So fast man, the answer? How do you know it's free? Oh, yeah, thank you. Yes. Aplikasi di Emerald tu adalah percuma ya, tidak perlu berbayar. So you do not need to pay submission fee, you do not need to pay APC, kecuali your article wants to be in open access. Kalau artikel nak open access, then jadilah optional dia boleh bayar APC. For APC, you can use APC voucher from Australia or New Zealand or from European country. Kalau tidak, kena berbayar je. But normally for Emerald, tidak, we do not need to pay for that. Kalau APC tu memang sangat mahal, it's very expensive. William normally would suggest you do not need to pay APC. Kalau even have £3,000 or $4,000 pocket money, if you have that pocket money, bolehlah guna the pocket money for holiday, attend conference while holiday, or attend a workshop. To pay APC, I think is, unless you have a funding party or funding by government, then you may consider it. However, in Emerald, it is optional. It's optional. In Emerald juga, before we go to the abstract, just a very quick one. Kebanyakan academic will publish in journal. In journal is the main one. Emerald kita ada 319 journal, about 319 or 310 journal. 95% of journal Scopus, 90% of our journal is Web of Science. 85% of our journal is Q1 and Q2 Scopus. Memang sangat tinggi. So one reason why Emerald rejection adalah sangat tinggi is because number one, is free to publish. Number two, most of the journal is in Q1 and Q2. Jadi banyak orang submit. And that the rejection is extremely high. And the other one, kalau if hadirin semua tu have interest to publish a book, I see you have books under your resume. If you want to publish a book, can consider publish a book in Emerald. Publish book Emerald free. Publish book in Emerald, the book will be sent to index in Scopus, and then the book author will also get sales royalty. Emerald will pay the book author juga. In Emerald, we also accept thesis conversion. Kalau ada murid-murid, student, PhD, want to convert your thesis into a book authored, Emerald will also accept that juga. So last year, William worked with University Tunku Abdul Razak in Kuala Lumpur, private university, very small, with the Deputy Vice Chancellor. They have struggled to publish research article in journal, so we convert them into book chapters. We convert them into different book chapters. So I think they have about 24, 25 students converted into two books. And every student contribute one chapter in the IT and engineering buku itself. So in business school, we also have teaching cases. I should not be naming this, but example, kita work with EU, University Indonesia, Faculty Economic Business, last year for the case writing competition. So we also accept cases. Kalau adanya cases tu boleh juga publish with Emerald. Now, before you go to abstract, how do you select the journal? Nah, di sini tu I nak tanya, Pak, since you answered that, right? How do you select a journal? Next you Next I nak tanya.
Okay, first one I select my title paper, and I think so. I search in the Google to Emerald, maybe example ASEAN Business Journal. This is I submit in the in the pub in the ASEAN Business Journal. Suddenly rejected last year. Uh, tapi untuk mencari uh, publikasi yang sesuai dengan paper kita, biasanya saya lebih cari dari judul penelitian saya mana yang sekiranya ada mungkin unsur bisnis and then marketing. This is example for one.
Thank you, thank you. So one of the way, William in Sunway University conducted a workshop. The mana the workshop is how to find a journal for your research. A very simple workshop here. So it's basically something like this. Di mana kita tanya, then we ask them to put in the mentee. Tapi I think today I skip the mentee part lah. I just the mic to you. Anyone that's published before would like to try. How do you find a journal? Ibu pernah publish. How do you find a journal?
From the scope of the journal.
Okay. How do you come to the journal before reading the scope of journal?
Just looking for the name of the journal and then try to open it and look at the scope.
Look at the scope, yes.
Yeah.
Look at scope is correct, but how do you come to the journal before you get to the scope? Example, do you Google ke, or did you find it from other literature ke?
Sometimes from the Google, sometimes from the what's the name? I forget the
Database?
yeah Shimago.
Shimago. Okay, from the Shimago, from the database lah, and search for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ada tak sesiapa have a different way to find a journal? Ada tak? Yes, please.
Okay. Mr. Willy, maybe it's tricky for me. Tricky for me. Tricky for me. Sometimes I try to find college or other researcher, but it's from same nation or same country. At least we can bisa menemukan bahwa secara bahasa itu mungkin kita bisa mengejar atau kita bisa.
Jadi carian tu ialah carian author. Bukan
Iya.
carian journal ya.
Okay. For the first tetap dalam scope journal.
Okay.
If it match with scope and my keyword of my research,
Okay.
and then we try to find other researcher, but it's same nation or it's same country.
Same country.
Yeah,
Dari
in Indonesia, they, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, very good.
Make him confident.
Very confident.
Yeah, that's right.
Definition already accepted in their journal.
Yeah.
Yes. Ada tak sesiapa have a different one? Last one, yes. Who?
Thank you, Mr. William.
Thank you.
To find the scope, so I try to ask AI.
Yes.
Yeah, AI will help me so much. Yeah, just put the prompts and the correct prompts. I think, just say what you want to go in which journal and with what the scopes and do you want to go. Yes, that's all. That's so very interesting and easy to find, and the output will be in that will help that.
Right. Ibu Leni kan?
Yes, Kak Leni.
Ingat. Ibu Leni is on the fast technology way, yeah? Yes, thank you. Okay, yang ini findings kita lepas workshop in Sunway. In the workshop itself, we found that number one, most of the student, they say that how do they check the journal? How do they find the journal is from literature. Sebab when they do the research study, masa mereka baca, like you, they baca the issue, baca issue. Some journal, they appeared more than one time, more than 2 times, more than 5 times in the same keyword. So letak keyword, and then the journal tu dia appeared more and more. Dia keluar banyak kali, So means that the journal accept paper in this keyword more than other journal. Kebarangkalian lah, the percentage of accepting this keyword or this topic in this journal is higher than the rest. Okay, so you can see, so when masa kita buat literature review or when we do our research study, you may find articles come out more from the same journal, come out more, banyak kali dia keluar. So it means that if you want to submit to this journal, kebarangkalian year would be higher, So this is one part. The number 2 is the most common one, Google. A lot of people use Google Scholar, yeah? They pergi Google Scholar, nanti filter by the subject area or by keyword. Then they will find the top 10 or top 20. Then they go down lah. Yang ini Scopus ke tidak? Yang ini Q1 ke tidak? Then they submit. So a lot of people also do that. To me, I think that is more like a gambling, because once you have that, then you would need to go to the aim and scope. Aim and scope tu penting. So hanya Google saja will be difficult. We need to understand what is the journal aim and scope. But of course, the other one part to find a journal ialah if you have the initiative to join collaborations, to attend events and conference. Most of the event and conference also run special issue, call for paper. So go for the call for paper and special issue. Dia ada journal dia tersendiri. You see Emerald Journal is also there. They will call on certain subject area. So that will facilitate you to know this journal, what are the keywords and what are the subject area that they would call in, so you can participate into them. Of course, Prof. Oman have said reputable publisher many times. So look for reputable publisher like Emerald, Elsevier, Springer. This is that. A lot of publisher out there, they charge money. They only ask you to pay APC. For those publisher, have to be careful because their index sometimes may change very fast. Sometimes it's 3.1, then sometimes it drop. Ataupun sometimes no longer index in Scopus. So that is a bit dangerous. Yeah. This is the basic. Number 5 and 6 is the basic of all. Like Pa mentions, the aim and scope of the journal. So understand what the journal aims and scope is. If the aim and scope is too general, kita faham, what I would suggest you to find out more is to read some article from the journal. So example, if you do not know what article to read, you can start by top download ataupun top cited article. There is a reason why the journal, the article lah, adalah top cited dan juga ada top download for that particular journal. Dia ada reason dia. So if you want to publish in journal of ASEAN Business Journal, contohnya, so if you see ASEAN Business Journal, what is the top cited article? Refer back to your manuscript. Ask yourself, manuscript saya tu ada tak cite to this top cited article? Kalau tidak ada, kenapa? Is it not relevant? Not relevant, then it's okay. But if the content is relevant and I'm not citing the article for this journal, if something could be missed out, then you need to recheck that again. So there's a reason why articles are top cited articles and top download articles. So all in all, this is some of the tips and tricks to find the correct journal for it. Before I end this, William suka buat silly jokes a little bit, especially for the student. I say, if William walks to KFC, KFC tahu kan KFC ha? We go to KFC and then the counter say, oh, welcome to KFC, dine in or take away. The dine in. So what do you order? William say, oh, I want to order a Happy Meal. So the KFC, what do you think the KFC people will reply? What do you think the KFC counter, pak kat KFC tu, what is reply? Ada, tidak. Sebab William order apa? William order Happy Meal. Happy Meal. Apa KFC people will reply? Huh? So William masuk KFC. Hello. Then what do you want to order? I want to order a Happy Meal. Keyword tu, Happy Meal. So what do you think the KFC people will tell me? Yes, salah tempat kan? Salah tempat lah. So pergi KFC, order McDonald. Kalau KFC orang happy, okay. Kalau KFC tak mood tak baik, William kena tampar. Piam. Why you come KFC order McDonald? Yang ni salah. So this analogy is the same for finding the journal. So manuscript William adalah let's say on Sharia, Islamic Sharia and law. Tapi I pergi to let's say I pergi to accounting methodology journal contohnya and submit. Jadi matching ke tidak? Most probably tidak matching lah. Most probably will not be matching into that. So this is just an analogy for you to know. Jangan simply submit. Know the journal first. What is the journal aim and scope? Jangan hope, jangan harap the journal will accept. Journal will not change because of a manuscript. Remember this here. Journal will not change because of a manuscript. Your manuscript need to change for the journal. If you want to submit to this journal, you need to change your abstract, you need to change your title, you need to change some of your reference and citation, di mana it suits to the journal. Lepas dah kena reject, let's say my manuscript dah rejected by this Emerald journal, you want to submit to second journal, adakah baik you submit straight away the same one? Biasanya tidak baik, ya. So if you want to submit to a second journal, read the second journal aim and scope and their structured dan juga what content they're looking for. Change a bit on your title or your abstract to match the second journal, baru submit. Most of the time, rejection keep happen. Reject journal number one, reject journal number 2, reject journal number 3, reject journal number 4, all submit, all reject sebab manuscript adalah sama. Manuscript adalah sama. Kalau manuscript sama, the rejection is there lah sebab no improvement. Jadi improvement in what format? Kalau kita nak tanya, we need to improve. I tahu, I know I need to improve, but improve where? Yeah, improve where? The first step, look at the journal. If you want to go to McDonald's, improve so that the McDonald's likes you. You want to go to Kopi Kenangan? Improve manuscript so that it fits Kopi Kenangan. If you want to mana lagi? Are you going to go to mana-mana? So change your manuscript so that it fits to that journal. Jangan main submit. A lot of people main submit lah. I think same word, right? Just submit. It will not help you, and it will only make you cry every time. Reject, cry, and reject, cry. So that is very, very important. this is the last part before the abstract. What editor and what publishers looking for? Why can we, how can we improve the acceptance? Sekarang ni kita nak accept paper kita. Sekarang ni kita nak cepatkan the process dia. We want to shorten the time. Pak kata 1 year kan, 1 year plus. We want to shorten the time. By understand what editor looks for, what editor and reviewer is looking for. Kalau contoh macam William is a reviewer. I will look for the title and abstract. Introduction, literature review biasanya I tak baca. Because more or less it's the same. More or less it's all the same. I look at abstract, I look at the discussion, and I'll see how to improve. Yeah, but di sini tu, I think one of Pak tadi mentioned too, which is second point, very good. Global focus, internationality. Maksudnya, nowadays many journal don't want to see case or research on a small area. Contohnya, a research of consumer intention in Semarang. Let's say I want to do a consumer behavior or consumer intention on online platform in Semarang. Contoh dia, ya. So this particular research is available out there. Banyak sangat. Many. What I'm trying to do is called a population gap, population study. Population gap ataupun population study means that they are already researched in Malaysia, in China, in US, in London. I'm doing the same research tapi in Semarang. Do you think people will read the research paper? No, right? Why people will not read the research paper? Macam semua masih ada lagi kan? Pak faham ke tak? Contoh, if I were to do visitor, let's say tourists revisit intention. Tourists revisit intention in Semarang. So if you want to do that for Semarang, for Jogja, and for other, do you think people will read that? Mungkin tidak, sebab is too small area. Populasi dia ataupun di kontribusi dia adalah hanya setakat Semarang sahaja. So even though the paper has been published, probably people in China or people in South Korea may not able to use your research paper sebab populasi ataupun intention tu berlainan. Culture is different, behavior different, yeah. Semua tu berlainan. So that is what it mean by the international and global focus. Kita kena besarkan dia. So normally for this, as an example, I would suggest to go for a tourist revisit intentions in the Java Island instead of Semarang. Then invite researcher from Bandung lah or Surabaya lah to join in as a research data or research group to come up with a bigger picture. So that would enhance the bigger context. Yeah. So something like that. Okay. Semua sudah mau tidur. Yes. When I see semua mau tidur, saya pun feel stress. Ibu.
Yeah. Yesterday I read about about you talk about the topic. Jangan yang lokal gitu. Don't be local. But if we have project from government, it's about local problematic. What's the title?
Very good.
I must write. Biar diterima gitu maksudnya.
Faham?
Okay.
Faham? Question dia ialah kalau jangan buat local tapi kita project tu ada bersama dengan government.
Yes.
Bersama dengan government ataupun bersama dengan municipal lah.
Yeah.
Municipal dan sebagainya. How can we change or restructure that? Ada sesiapa ada opinion on this topic? Ada tak cadangan?
I have a ESK topic
Mm.
about some urban city in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Nah, what I must write the title from the article.
Title for article. Title article, I may not have the answer for you. I tak ada answer for title of article. Tapi for that particular context, what I would think of yang William boleh fikir ya, ialah don't make it into a research paper, make it into a policy paper.
Oh, policy, okay.
Because now you are in a project with the government and the municipal. So the government and municipal have direction in this particular project. The direction of the project may be contributes to the municipal goal
Okay.
ataupun to the community of the municipal lah, kawasan-kawasan tertentu ke or department tertentu. So that is your research goal, not the theoretical academic goal. So your research now change from theoretical contribution menjadikan kepada real impact contribution.
Okay.
Journal will like the practical implikasi dia. So when we see there is a use case in the world application, jadi that is where journal will like. Kalau just on one, just on one side of the academic, just one side of academic contributions, adalah sangat susah lah, will be accept. Does it make sense to you?
Yes. I have many of article from Science Direct for my article. The topic is mirip-mirip. Nah,
Sorry?
topiknya tuh mirip gitu.
Similar.
Similar. Can I write the same article for my project and I submitted to Science Direct that have similarity with my project?
Kalau data dia adalah berlainan dan juga is not self-plagiarizing, tak self-plagiarize, maka boleh.
Okay.
Yang kita takut tu ialah selami sizing. Selami sizing means that menggunakan data source yang sama menjadikan dia 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 artikel.
Okay.
Yang tu panggil selami sizing. Selami sizing is an unethical practice. Dia bukannya salah dari segi undang-undang, tetapi it is unethical practice di publishing industry. Kalau tertangkap, they will retract both or all the paper. Tetapi kalau dari sudut author ataupun student, I would do the same lah. Sebab it's so difficult to get the data. Use one data for one paper is too terlalu sikit lah. We can make use more. One data we can do more paper. That is what human being. So if you want to do that, please don't record this.
Okay.
If you want to do that, one way is to divide your raw data into several data set.
Okay.
Let's say the raw data. So you write that into raw data. Contohnya dia ada demographic section number 1, 2, and 3. Maybe you combine a few sections in. Jadikan dia satu data set A. Use the data set A for one paper and publish. Nanti if you want, you can use a data set B from the raw data to address to another hypothesis ataupun another issue and publish that. Tetapi the table and figures and the process flow jangan ambil yang sama. Normally how people, a quick question, how do we detect selami sizing? Sesiapa tahu tak apa tu selami sizing? Tadi dah explain kan? Selami sizing maksudnya you use the one data source, then you publish paper number 1, you publish paper number 2, you publish paper number 3. So, yang itu tidak boleh lah, tidak boleh. So, how does people detect this is a selami sizing paper? Macam mana? How do you think? How do you think people will detect this is a selami sizing paper? Ada tak sesiapa?
Variable.
Huh?
From variable.
From, sorry?
variabelnya.
From variable, betul. Yes, from variable. So now, where do you check the variable? Normally tu adalah dari the table, the figure dan juga analysis tu adalah sama ya, sama. So if you see two paper, title tu berlainan. Paper A, title lain lah. Paper B, title lain. Paper A address to consumer behavior. Paper B address to visitor revisit. Tourist revisit. Line paper. But somehow you see that the analysis dia, the table, the formula or the theory behind adalah sama. Even the table, the figure adalah sama. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong. Where does this table and figure comes about? How can it be 90% or 100% similar? If AI can check, it will check the similarity of the table or the variable. Maka people will start to ask question. Does this paper same author? Author tu adalah author yang sama, same people. Variable and data source is very, very similar, but different and different objective or different hypothesis. Then people will start to ask question lah. Adakah dia menggunakan data source yang sama? Ataukah dia menggunakan table analysis yang sama? Kalau ya, maka so this is what you mean by salami slicing and how people check ya. People bukannya sudah makan sangat senang pergi check one paper tidak ya. People will not be so free to check all the paper. Normally is detected by AI ataupun reported by your enemy. Your enemy will go and see, Pak that published 20 paper. I go through every paper. Ini sama. Then I report. Normally this is how it works. A publisher and journal, normally we do not take action. We only take action when there is a complaint. When there is people complain, when people send email and report, we only take the investigation action. Kalau tak ada people complain, everything is good. So that's it. So sorry, I hope I answer your question. Thank you. So yeah, so now what does people? Ya ini nanti Bapak-bapak Ibu semua tu boleh baca sendiri ya. Paling penting tu William nak fokuskan on originality. Can anybody tells me what is originality? Time out. Sorry, I lost time. Originality maksudnya what is your value of the research? So before you write your abstract, tanya sendiri what is the value of the research? Normally it will tie to certain research gap. You will not fill in the research gap. It is for theoretical contribution. It's for expansion of knowledge. This is the normal lah. Boleh tetapi tidak cukup. Boleh tetapi tidak cukup. It's no longer, a lot of journal now no longer accept theoretical contribution only. Too common. Everybody also theoretical contribution. Nothing new. Nothing new. If you not buat contribution, if you not to make it accept your article, make sure that you also have practical contributions or practical or future future consideration. It can be used with municipal. It can address to SDG goal number 8 or number 17 for partnership dan sebagainya. Or it can, contribute to university policy or 5-year plan goal. So university have mission, have VCD, or maybe 5-year goal. So our research now contribute to this 5 years goal to make it into 3 years. Sebagainya. So it is not just about the theoretical gap. Practical gap adalah sangat-sangat important. Again, you can look into this. This is the peer review process. Dari segi submisi to them. Now, sorry, just want to have a quick chat. How much time we have? 5 minutes. Can I take 10 minutes? Boleh kan? 10 minutes. 10 minutes mungkin tak cukup. I give you 2 minutes. Can everybody read this? Then I'll ask you how can we improve on the abstract. William baca ya. Title: Experience Matters in Engineering Universities. Hedonic experience, social influence, dan user shared learning and innovation spaces to enhance student engagement. However, understanding the behavior driver encourage students to use and continue engaging with these spaces actively remains limited. Drawing on customer engagement theory, which is good, this study examines the influence of social influence and hedonic experience on student behavior in engineering universities. A quantitative survey was conducted among 51 engineering students as the pilot study. Data were analyzed using descriptive statistics, reliability analysis, exploratory factor analysis, and multiple regression analysis. Yeah? Findings indicate that both social influence and hedonic experience have significant and positive impact, accounting for 47.2% of variance. The result also highlights students' behavioral responses, shaped not only by functional or academic, but also enjoyable experience and peer influence. This study contributes to the growing body of literature on student behavior, customer engagement in higher education by highlighting the importance of experiential and social dimensions. The practical implication would include designing student-centered spaces, promote social interaction, positive experiential value, and positive experiential value. So this is abstract. Okay, do I read too fast? Yes. A quick one. Just anyone can give me how can we improve this abstract? Yes. How can we improve the abstract?
I think we have to classify the contents regarding to the introductions, purpose or aims of the research, and goes to the methodology and the findings, and then the final is the practical implications.
Wow, very good, very good. So Kak Lenny,
Lady.
Ibu Lenny mentioned the keyword tu ialah structured. Kalau this abstract wants to submit to Amoro Journal, with this, straight away 99% reject. Amoro Journal akan reject sebab Amoro does not accept one paragraph abstract. Amoro Journal accept structured abstract by point form. Dia ada purpose dia, ada methodology, ada finding dan juga ada implikasi, the originality value. So that's the first point, yes. Let's assume it will submit to any journal, Amoro, Springer, dan sebagainya. So this is okay. What else? What can we improve from here? Technical improvement. Anyone? What does the title, do you understand from the title? How does the title sound to you? Okay? Any improvement for title? Because of time, maybe I run a bit fast. Any improvement for title? Ada tak sesiapa have any comment on title? No? Sorry? Curious title. Yes, curious title is good.
The title must be sexy.
Sexy. Yes, sexy will be a good word. Normally I say we want to fishing. Yeah? We want to fish we want to fish the reviewer, we want to fish the editor. We need to have an attractive title. Attractive title is correct. One comment, straight away when I read this, my eye straight away detect the word engineering university. What do you mean by, does anybody know what engineering university means? Apa dia engineering university? Tahu tak? William tidak tahu ya. So my first comment on this is, what is engineering university? Saya tanya balik the author ya in the field. What is engineering university? I guess your survey is from engineering student. I guess lah. Tapi what is engineering university? If this paper is published in international journal, people will ask, what is engineering university? Yes, it's university that have engineering faculty. I faham. Yang tu I faham. But if you use engineering university, you are creating a new terminology. People tidak faham ataupun it is confusing. So, if you want to use engineering as a keyword, maybe dalam data dia, not as the title. This will make people ask more questions than clarity. Yeah, experience matters in engineering university. Janganlah. So people will ask this question. Correct? So if you want to be sexy, attractive, but also make sense, makes common sense. Engineering university kita faham your data 51 engineering student. I faham. Tapi it's not engineering university. So that's the first one. Title must be correct. Yeah, title must be correct. The second one. So if you can see the first, normally how do we write an abstract? The first sentence and second sentence normally is the purpose ataupun introduction. Jangan lebih than 2. 3 is too long for me. 2 sentence dah cukup. So first one, engineering university increasingly invests shared learning, innovative space, enhance student engagement per sentence. However, understanding the behavior driver to encourage students to use and continue using remains limited. This is the second sentence. Normally, this is that lah. Then this one, it introduced the theory. Theory tu nanti kita will go into. So anything you want to comment on these 2 sentences? Ada tak? Because of time, I go straight. Normally, I would not advise use to guna perkataan ini. Remains limited. Remains limited. Kalau boleh, jangan. Jangan. If you have data to back you up, use the data analysis. Say that the engagement was limited by how many percentage, and so. Because remain limited is a very vague. Dia weak ataupun dia tidak clear. What it means by remain limited? Limited by 1%, 50%, 80%. What is remain limited? Kita tidak pasti ya. So if we do not know this, then this argument tidak valid. Tidak valid. If it's remain limited for 1%, maka this research tidak perlu buat. Then why are you doing this research if it's only 1% limitasi dia? If you say this is 80% limitation, then it's also a different story. If you say, wow, it's 80%, limitasi dia 80%. Kalau limitasi itu besar, which means that a lot of research is available out there. You have to ask your question again. Then why are you doing it? What contributions that makes you different from the other paper published? So this is important for you. If you want to make the purpose concrete, you want to make why in the first place you are doing this research. Number 1, put in the data. If you have a data to put in the data. Number 2, address it that it is a needed field. It's a needed field in where. So that is that. So don't try to put it remains limited too general. People tak faham ataupun it will invite more and more question. Yang ini kalau William as a reviewer, I suka. I like when abstract involve write down the theory, the framework name. So if you're using any analysis, contohnya SPSS ataupun PLS or any theory or framework, if possible, put it in the abstract. That will give you more keyword search. Yeah? So contohnya, drawing on customer engagement theory. So I tidak tahulah apa theory ini, but if you have that theory, you can put it in so that people, when search your abstract by the theory name, this will actually come out. So it's a quantitative study conducted among 51 engineering students. So this is okay. Kalau in the proposal defense, normally I will ask, why 51 students only? you are doing quanti kan? I didn't read wrong, not quali quanti quanti your sample size 51 for quanti. I think it's too small lah, way too small. So again, we need to ask question, kenapa 51? Are you using any sampling methods to come up with this 51? Ataupun you main saja? You ask your student, please submit your. So I only got a 51. Tidak boleh lah. You cannot write that in your research paper. Maybe proposal or thesis can, but research paper you need to justify kenapa 51. And if you are so confident to write quanti, and your number is only 51, this will invite more questions. This will invite more questions. So be a bit careful on that. Then for the findings, I have nothing to argue or to talk about, but I want to talk about this. This study contributes to the growing body of literature, on student behavior, customer engagement in higher education by highlighting the importance of this experience and social dimension. So this is a contribution, the value of this research. Okay? This is my last part lah. I just nak tanya. If you read this abstract, what do you expect this research will contribute to? Is it same as this finding ataupun tidak? Let me ask this again. When you read this abstract, when you imagine this research kontribusi dia, adakah sama ataupun berlainan?
Hey, Assalamualaikum.
Too difficult.
How is it, bro?
So I just want to
Where are
say,
you now?
when sometimes for reviewer, when we read abstract, sometimes we visualize. Kita akan visualize what this research is about.
What is that?
Kalau I can visualize this research is exactly the same, then I'll ask myself, then why
What kind
are
of
you
quality?
doing this research? I tak perlu nak buat research, I pun tahu the output. It's the same. I go to KFC, I pun tahu I will order KFC. I won't order
Can you show
McDonald's lah.
me the-
So if I know this research
the
will
full
come up with
picture?
this, jadi kenapa nak buat research? So ask yourself this. So this is
Umrah?
this is why you increase the acceptance here. You want to do research is okay, but we want to know what this research contributes to. Kalau this research is expected to contribute to this area, maka your research is not significant, adalah tidak penting.
Can you show me
Kalau
again?
research
Can
tu
you show me
tidak
again?
penting, maka journal tidak akan accept
Yeah.
because it's already expected. I expect PhD student
You have the full
Kak Lenny
picture
to
because
graduate.
already-
Maka tidak perlu buat exam. Expected. Tapi kenapa mau buat exam lagi? Why we still want to have exam? That is the thing. So it is okay to write the value of your research, tapi write it in a strategic way. Write saying that these contributions may be adopted
I think
in
there is
the
a several-
higher
several product
education
like that one.
framework,
In
so
my
that
country have
shared
like,
environment,
maybe
shared room
I will
can
send you later
be the use of shared room can be
about
adopted
that matter.
in the ministry level ataupun in all the private
No.
university level
Hey, how much
dan
about the price
sebagainya.
in your country?
So write it in that particular meaning. I'm so sorry I would have take too much time. I think that is all. Any questions?
Okay.
Maaf ya. I keep saying sorry sebab I. Yes,
Alhamdulillah,
please.
good.
Thank you.
And you? How is the business?
Is the recreation recommended for international
What business do you do now?
journal? Recreation.
The one?
Yeah,
This one? Sorry. This
Yeah,
one?
I read multiple
What kind of
regression
business?
analysis.
Multiple
you do now?
regression analysis. Yeah.
Is regression recommended for methodology?
Laupan.
For me, I'm not sure because I didn't read the full paper. Lepas I read the abstract, I already stopped. I didn't read the methodology. I will leave that to the professor
child already
to
bigger
check
now,
what is
eh?
the theory and the methods that's being
You
used.
teach
But
him,
I am
you teach
skeptical
him some
about
song that wow, it's
even
very
the
difficult
number
to
of students,
repeat that.
number of participants is already very small. So that would impact the results, the analysis, because it's too small number. The number is too small to see any significance of the regression
Alhamdulillah. Nice,
analysis.
good.
So
Also,
I
how is
didn't
your
check that.
family?
Sorry.
Everything's good?
Thank you, thank you. I think that is one of the good abstracts just to show. Later, when you got free times, you can read into this. We are not
Why
going through
you
that. If
use a
free
mask?
time, you can read on this. You can email this back to William. What do you think? How to improve this
Oh,
particular
okay.
abstract here? So you can see the format change to Emerald format.
Okay.
Tapi ada juga area-area for us to improve on. Let me know what area we can improve on. This overall is
I
very
miss
good.
your cook.
I'll give this almost about 70 or 80% marks lah. Tapi ada juga area-area tertentu yang boleh improvekan dia. Especially two part, the title and also the value part. So these two parts are the one that really help to determine how to move to the peer review side. Okay, that is actually all from me. I'm so sorry, talk too much time. And if I welcome any questions, if you want to stay back to further ask questions and to explore that further, I think we may have time to ask questions. If not, di sini tu I nak ucapkan terima kasih kepada
Inshallah.
Yes, for inviting
You,
me. Thank you.
you already called by Abdul?
Ladies and gentlemen, do we have another
Abdul
question
Wahab?
from the audience? Yeah, Mr. Faiz?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Pakistan right now.
Mr. Willy, one question. Apakah kita boleh pakai AI, example ChatGPT, untuk membantu kita di penulisan jurnal that's in case in Emerald? Itu masih diperbolehkan atau?
Okay, thank you for yang soalan simple ni. Dia ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 banyak sites to jawab that soalan. You can read this on your own. In short, jawapan tu ialah we all can use AI for editing purposes sahaja. Tidak boleh menggunakan AI, ChatGPT, Gemini or whatever to write for you. Untuk penulisan tidak boleh. Penulisan tidak boleh. Untuk proofreading boleh. Proofreading boleh. Tapi untuk penulisan, untuk
China or go back to
debates,
Africa?
untuk checking your hypothesis dan sebagainya, saya faham is very convenient and very easy to use. Very convenient. Tetapi jangan copy paste lah. Ya. Jawapan tu ialah tidak boleh. So what happened if, let's say, William copy paste from ChatGPT? So let's say lah, what happens is that the submission system masa kita submit our manuscript outside Direct, Emerald, Springer, we use submission system. Submission system tu kita ada subsystem tertentu to check plagiarism, to check AI written percentage, to check author background, and also some other ethical rules. Example, consent form, dia pun ada SEMA. So there are subsystem in place to do the checking. We want to avoid being flagged by the system. So in order to do that, then we try our best not to copy paste the sentence or the results given by the AI tools here. AI tools is here to help us to improve the proofreading, the writing, the flow, not to replace us in terms of the thinking or the dialogue in the discussion. Jangan ya. even though it's very, very convenient, but use your own voice. Think about your contributions in your area and how does it contribute to, and write it in your own way. That would be the best lah. That's an overall about AI. What we're trying to achieve is we do not want our paper being accepted and published nanti tu rejected. Rejections is getting crazy, memang gila ya. In the last 2 years, retraction rate the trend of retractions become very different. Last time retractions happened because of data issue. Now these retractions happens because of AI implication. Yes. Reference salah. Citation tidak wujud. Author name pun tidak wujud. I do not understand. It retracted because my co-author is not a human. Tata apa orang. Also retracted. Sometimes I don't understand why to do that. You are jahanamkan your own name in the publisher system. So that is a very terrible thing. Thank you. Sorry. Sorry.
Thank you very much, Mr. William Law from Emerald Publishing. Do we have still any question? Still? No? Yeah. From the Zoom, any question? We would show it on the screen, perhaps.
Oh, this online.
Yeah, there is online. Oh. Yeah, that's why we have the cameras and the setups.
Oh, okay. Thank you. After these sessions, do you feel more confident in writing abstract? Writing a better abstract? Boleh ya? Next year I datang, I want to see your abstract. Actually, today workshop, I ada exercise. My exercise is ask you all to write abstract. Tapi tak sempat lah. Next year lah.
Okay. Please introduce myself. My name is Annie.
Yes.
Susilawati from Registered Accounting in Udinus. Yes. Could you, based on your experience, could you explain to me what is the recommended journal? Of course, Emerald Publisher. And then what are the trick to get accepted journal that Emerald Publisher, that with the Emerald Publisher? Okay.
Number one is to make sure your content should match the journal first. So that is the most important. Yeah. So see your manuscript, your research, especially the keyword that you use. So the keyword, the research focus, does it actually falls under the journal? The most important one. Once you identify the journal, look at the journal aim and scopes and the past paper, and change your manuscript or the writing to have element of where this journal aim and scope and focus area. So once this is the second part, so you change a bit. We are not asking you to change the whole manuscript, just a bit where it fits to the context of the particular journal, and then submit into it. Normally, the first step is for editor to check the title and the abstract. So once it is in the journal scope, they will accept for peer review. R1, R2, R3, and R4. Peer review is a different tips. Peer review normally would be changed according to many issues. It could be a technical issue, it could be analysis writings, and so. So it depends on the reviewer comment. Try to accommodate or follow the reviewer comments or instruction the best that you can and the fast that you can. So once you've done that, we just pray that you will get a good reviewer and a good editor to move on. I think that is the best. That is from the experience that I can.
What is the recommended journal that you have ever get?
We have for accounting, we have 40 over journals in accounting and finance.
TO?
TO is what?
What is it? What is the recommended journal?
We have 40 over journals in accountings. So we can share you the journal title listing. You can have a check the journal title and see which one that would match your area.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Bapak Ibu, kalau masuk ke Emerald itu sebenarnya sudah ada informasi acceptance rate. Anda bisa lihat ada acceptance rate-nya. Ada acceptance rate-nya dari setiap jurnal. Jadi itu jadi bahan buat Bapak Ibu nantinya, bahkan ada berapa lama waktunya. Time to first decision. Setiap jurnal beda-beda limnya. Karena itu harus masuk ke setiap jurnalnya. Harus masuk ke setiap jurnal. Jadi Bapak Ibu nanti kita akan kasih can you share the how to find a journal?
So in the screen here. In the emerald.com. Right. So in the emerald.com, this is our database. You can put in the keywords over here and search for the article. Ataupun you can also look for the journals at the journal here. Explore our journal. So once you click the explore our journals, you will ask for verification. This happened because there is a robot crawling bot. They always try to get the article from Emerald. So we have that people. So over here, mana dia? So yeah, open access article, early articles, and all the particular article you can search from here. The other one that I would suggest you to go is the going down. Okay, can. Or yeah, it's the same. So over here, you click on authors. It will bring you to the journal finder page, author knowledge page. Under the author knowledge, where is you can find a journal over here. Under the author services or author knowledge, you can go to journal. This is the journal finder page. You can come here to filter by subject. So let's say I want to go to accounting. I go to subject area, I click accounting, and then I go apply, kat bawah. After I click apply that, then it will give me the results. Over here you can see accounting research journal, AAJ, very difficult. SSCI journal, very difficult. AAJ, very difficult journal. Accounting research journal is okay. Arab Gov is also okay. Asia Pacific Journal of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, I think from Hong Kong, if I'm not mistaken. AJA, ASEAN Journal of Accounting Research from Airlangga, Airlangga Universitas. ASEAN Journal of Economics and Banking from Vietnam. ASEAN Review of Accounting. So this is also one of the, where my mouse? One of the many journals that submit. From here, you can see, the also roughly the acceptance rate and the timeline. So contohnya, let's say ASEAN Review Accounting, the acceptance rate is less than 10%. Then time for first decisions is 60 days, which is about 2 months for the first decision. To me, I think 60 days is a bit too long. We are trying to narrow it down into about 30 days, about 1 month time. Yeah. So you can see all this information over here. Kalau you want to see more information, you can click on the journal itself. Let's say I click ASEAN Review of Accounting Journal. So this is the journal description. This is the journal aim and scopes at the first page. So what is the coverage area and the limitations on that? Then if you want, you can go to the author guideline to see what are the structured format and consent form. In Emerald, if you are using qualitative for people engagement, so we require a consent form being signed off with the interviewee, with the participants. So the consent form will also need to submit as part of the integrity, a part of the research integrity. And if you want to know more about the process under the, besides then the indexing, we also have the publication timeline, 60 days to first decision. It will take 35 days from after accepted to publish, which is considered quite fast. Acceptance rate is less than 10%, and it has more than 8,000 over downloads, and so yeah, this is that. And Prof also said this morning about the university rankings, and so this is correct. The more that you publish in high index journal, the more higher ranking the university will be. This is actually where it contributes to the ranking. Yeah. Thank you.
Actually, there is a question on the Zoom.
Yeah.
So we will switch the monitor to. Okay, let's see.
Bagi yang ingin tanya langsung, silakan. Okay. Is there any specific tips, or do you have specific tips for us as a medical researcher, so our articles could be accepted? Whether it's a medical. Thank you, Cynthia, Ibu Cynthia, for the. Should be Ibu, right? Okay. Thank you, Cynthia, for the questions. My answer would be whether it's a medical, engineering, social science, the particular research process and the publication process is similar, adalah sama. As long as your research matches to the journal aim and scopes, matching to the journal needs and its contributions, desired contributions, normally you will see that they would have a tendency to accept your paper. Make sure that your research has contribution. Very important. Kalau kontribusi itu tidak ada, it's only theoretical gap. It is very difficult to get into Q1 and Q2. You can try Q3, Q4, but nowadays a lot of journals are focusing a lot on the practical implications, practical use case. How does the real world can use your research being, as a medical research projects, and so once you have that, then the acceptance normally would drastically improved. We are trying to get out from the rat race yang larian tikus kan. Everybody is running the same circle. How do we get out from the circle? Just by showing you have real world contribution. Real world contribution. That is very important. Thank you for the great question. Thank you.
You're welcome,
Okay,
Mr.
that's
William.
just one question, yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. William Law. Hopefully you can remain on the stage because we are going to our next session, which is the signing of minutes of meeting as a symbol of today's cooperation. Yeah, minutes of meetings. Yeah. And also I invite Professor Dr. Amron and representative from iGroup, Ms. Sururin, to also come forward. Yeah, ini.
Let's close that. First time. Bro, first time I see signature. But no invoice, right? No invoice.
Oh, no.
I wish. What you want?
Yes.
and the merchandise from Udinus. Once again, please give round of applause for today's event. And next, I would like to invite all the audience members to stand up for group photo. Let's take a photo together. Oh yeah. Before that, we have another souvenir for. Yeah, would you like, Mr. Wanyat Singh? Would you like to come forward to receive memorabilia from our faculty? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, please give applause, please. Yeah. Sudah ya, let's stand up, everybody. Please stand up for a group photo and documentation. Please come forward. Would you like to come forward to fill in the space so that the photo does not look empty? Maybe with thumbs up, okay. Well, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the end of our program. On behalf of the committee, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to all speakers, guests, and participants for your presence and contribution. We hope today's event bring meaningful collaboration and continued success for all parties. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.